is yo, it's about to get rough as hell out there. eBay is tripping, yo, like a mofo. Hey, this is Glendon. We're making money with storage unit auctions. This is your eBay warning. I said it in 2009, I said it in 2010, I'm saying it in 2011. If you're going to be in the storage auction business, eBay is going to be a critical component of what you do. And if you bought my book or took any of my webinars, then you know there were certain steps that you need to put in play, whether you're selling on eBay or not, immediately if you're going to get in the business. This is an alert. eBay has put out a new policy. All new eBay sellers will have limited accounts. You can only list 10 items for 90 days unless you go through ID Verify. I'm telling you, I knew this was coming. I have a love-hate relationship with eBay. Anyone that's watched these videos or talked to me know exactly how I feel about eBay. Their whole policy is, okay, let's ask some questions now. Hey, that's their policy. So this is actually a little better because at least they're doing it to you before you get running, before you buy a nice unit full of eBayable stuff and making money, and then bam, they put the hammer down on you. So even though it sucks, at least you know what you're getting into before you jump. You know, eBay was just like going off a cliff, except you didn't know you were going off a cliff until you were like, hey, why do I feel weightless? And that was the thing. I'm going to post a policy right down there, and you can check it out for yourself. If you're on eBay and you have a well-established track record and you have great feedback, do you think you're immune? Hell to the no, shorty. Nope, doesn't work like that. Because if you change your category, regardless of the feedback of that ID, you will come under the scrutiny of these new limits and restrictions. They did it to me years ago. And now it's just more, hey, instead of waiting until you get down the road, they've got it in their policies. It's like in the new dashboard, it should tell you what your limit is, where you are, and so on. It used to be, how come I can't list this? Hey, eBay, I'm limited? I am? What did I do? I didn't do anything? But I've changed my categories. Let me get this straight, because I changed my categories. You are limiting what I can list. Yep. And every 30 days it resets until I have a better track record. Thank you. I'm not going to do what I did that day after I got off the phone, but that's what's going on. Because part of making money in this business is being able to scale up and get your volume going. And right now it's just kind of, there's all these little, what used to be a road bump, they're like stockades with the Gestapo, the German shepherds, and machine gun. So take note and do something now. If you want to get into business, if you want to sell on eBay, do this today. Go through their terms of service. It's a ton of information, and just start going through that crap and make it a habit to do this every month, because it's changing that quick. And if you're selling on eBay, it's going to impact you, and if it's impacting you, it's going to impact your money. There is nothing worse than having great eBay stuff that you cannot sell on eBay. It's happened to me. I had a unit that was full of antique dolls. Well, they were vintage. They weren't true antiques, but they were vintage collectible dolls. I had to wait 3 months to list them. 3 months sitting on that money. Fortunately, it kind of rolled past the summer into the fall, and it worked out well. But still, those things would have sold, and I had to sit on them because, for certain items, there's no place else on earth that you can sell certain things as quickly. You can always sell something, but it's a matter of price. It's a matter of speed. And with eBay, they got you. They're plugged in. People go, billions of people go there every day looking for stuff. So if you've got it and they want it, they can make it happen. But protect yourself and know that this does not only apply to eBay. It also applies to Amazon. Amazon has limits. Amazon will boot you. Google Checkout, PayPal, all of these entities have a gotcha. And I never gave my social security number to PayPal. I would recommend, if you are truly business minded, that you properly incorporate your business, get our EIN, and set up your PayPal account through that entity. If you've already done it and you give them your social security number, you're screwed. But that's what I would do going forward dealing with these businesses, because whether you want to act like you're a business, you're being treated as if you're a business, and there's a great possibility that online sales will be taxed. I'm going to tell you a little secret. They already are. If you have a business license and you're selling, whether it's in-state or not, you're supposed to take that money and put some into the state. You're supposed to do that anyway. But due to the vast sea of the internet, it is very hard to regulate, and it's very hard to scrutinize, and it's very hard to catch these people. They finally went ahead and bitch slap PayPal and eBay, and they're like, if you make X amount of sales, X amount of money, we're going to turn it over to the IRS. That is a fact. That is in effect, and that's something that would have impacted the hell out of me, and it hasn't. I'm out the business, so I'm not really worried about that. But for you, know that you're going to have to get the proper financial people in your corner. This is going to get tricky if you're a high volume seller. You should already have an accountant. If you're doing 100K in sales anyway, you should have an accountant, because you're screwing yourself if you don't, unless your wife is just a financial genius or your husband's a financial genius and is handling that side. Because not only is it going to be important to make the money, it's going to be important how the money comes into your organization and how it's dispersed for profits, retirement. All that stuff is very critical right now. As a self-employed person and you don't have any employees, there's a ton of tax benefits for you. There's a ton of stuff. So take advantage of that, because you could literally have a business on the side that is losing money, and it will save you money if you also have a job. I've seen people do it. There's a way to work it. But as per my policy, not being a financial professional, I don't give that type of advice on YouTube. But I will say, go talk to the proper people to set it up for you. That would be your tax accountants. That would be, certain type of law. Not every type of lawyer, but, financial lawyers. There's a difference. Not every lawyer can do this. And CPAs and certified financial planners. You got to interview these people because they're working for you, and interview them. Get some references, because you're going to need that team to set yourself up, because it's too tricky to go alone. I'm just saying that. It's just too tricky. And there's too many gotchas, potholes, quicksand, and German shepherds and guards. It's just too much to go along. But hey, that's your little message today. Just know that if you're dealing with eBay, Amazon, PayPal, any of these online payment processors or sale portals, know there's some gotchas in there, and govern yourself accordingly. All right, this is Glendon. We're making money with storage unit auctions.